Yeah, we started this way. We came around, and we're gonna continue looping around. Yeah. We haven't been over to that side yet.
Yeah, but in skunks, yeah, and I can see how that kind of probably threw you off. In skunks, it's gonna be that's the hog nose. You know, much smaller, and then big claws, and the toes are gonna be little round pads. Like think of like cat toes. Instead of see how you see that finger that goes all the way back. It goes all the way back and connects back there. And then also the pad, you're not gonna get that big C-shaped pad with the little hump in the middle. So here's the left front and right hind right there.
Ooh, it's hot.
Foot. So foot, I call it a left front. So whenever there's some morphological stuff you can look at, but whenever you see a front and a hind next to each other, you know, I mean, in raccoons you get these opposite feet, right? So you get like left front, right hind, and then the next one will be left hind and right front. And so, what did you call it? Did you call it a hind or?
I call it a front right.
Okay.
For some reason I was seeing it go like that.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
that
And so
they do.
Yeah, but so this guy, you know, you have the right hind right here.
Yeah.
And you even have that drop down toe showing that it's a right hind, right? Like the thumb is way dropped down. So here's the toes, and then there's that thumb drop down way back down there. And then here's the front. You know, those outer toes are much more. See, this is the hind. That toe dropped down on the front. The outer two toes are sort of straight across from each other. Y'all see that?
I thought this toe was dropped compared to that one. It seemed dropped to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that's helpful there is that this track here has a very C-shaped pad with that hump in the middle right there, whereas the hinds have a much wider, flatter pad with a much less of that hump in the middle there.
Yeah, you're on.
So, Rob, what did you?
Yeah, no, I'm good with that. Looking at the arch analysis, there's one thing that's pointed out before, saying if it shows up in here, is that the front, I believe, tends to have a deeper, more of a depth difference between the pad and the front of the toes here, and the hind is kind of smoother in there.
That's interesting. That's not something I've keyed in on before. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Say that again, Rob?
That in the depth here of the front of the interior portion of the pad compared to the toe ridge here there's more of a difference there in the front foot than there is in the hind foot.
Is that because of here? Interesting.
The front foot really pushes in.
You could see that consistently.
I'd say more often than not, but it's not the strongest indicator. It's
another one that I've often seen is that fronts are just a little bit more splayed, whereas backs are kind of like more forward facing. I see that a lot too.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks for that. I wasn't aware of that, Rob.
Skunks here.
Striped skunks, yeah.
That's what I put down, striped skunk.
Yeah.
Because if you look at
the
that,
fronts tend to
it
have
looks like it
longer
has
toes
more
than
of
the
a
hind.
fusion. And that's what
Well,
blew me.
so just look at the size. See, let's move in the shade. So, but,
I can't get it.
yeah. So look, see that size right there. So a striped skunk track is going to be more like the size of the pad. That much different. So like I know. Jeez, what's going on? So that's a striped skunk track right there. So look at the size of that. You know, it's like the size of my, the tip of my thumb right there, versus that one.
Yeah,
It's way too big. Yeah.
That's the opposite.
Yeah. It's all right. You just gotta get your eyes there.
If I can add something,
Yeah,
I think
please.
that I try to collect. I have about 60 or 70 casts of coon, and I look for the shapeshifter. I look for the one that looks like a possum.
Yeah.
Hits the mud and splays out, and I look for the one that front foot, that kind of bilobed effect that he said really makes some of them look like a bobcat.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that fifth toe doesn't register.
Oh yeah.
So you got what
that.
looks like
Amazing bobcat.
just like 4 toes, about half the size of what a bobcat toe would be though.
Yeah.
All pointing forward, with that bilobed leading
Yeah.
edge.
Sometimes it's not even half the size. Sometimes it is like a really convincing bobcat track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the fun things I do when I try to teach tracking here is to have a collection of casts that is one species but looks like it could be a number of different things.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. I do the same thing with photos. I don't have the patience to take track casts. Yeah,